Hey you guys, Hishitori here, and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new, welcome to my channel. Welcome back to another video of Imagine That. I challenged myself this time to draw Pokemon characters as humans. I would say anime, but they're already anime characters, so human probably fits better for it. I would say maybe 2 out of the 3 of my favorite Pokemon that I chose were pretty challenging to draw, only because of their basic or complicated design, and I was trying to figure out how it'll look on them. For example, right now I'm drawing Meowscarada. I hope I'm saying that name right. Meowscarada, for example, was pretty tricky to figure out its design. And I know all Pokemon can be both genders, but I chose it to be a boy, since I don't really draw a lot of boys. It was obvious though that Meowscarada was giving a jester type look just by much of their performance. The mask says it all. And even though I didn't watch the shows later on versus back in the 90s, I don't know too much of how Meowscarada is. But I do have him on my team in Pokemon Violet, which one day I might stream on my channel soon. So stay tuned for that. And I'm for sure that Meowscarada does fit the jester, only because one of his moves is Flower Trick. So it's like a magician, but also a jester. So I pretty much took that as an example of what helped me easily draw how he could look if he was a human. At first, I was going to draw him in a jester outfit, but I thought it was too cliche of a sort. You see a lot of them wearing clothes like that anyways, so I went with a suit instead, but the shirt underneath is like an original bottom fur. I guess that's what's on Meowscarada, if that's what that is. I kept his mask as well, and I had him like wearing tights with like shoes, cause like very flexible with the feet like a ballerina. They will wear shoes like that. So I thought that that outfit would work out as well. So yeah, I think it looked good though. If you like what you see thus far and want to see more, be sure to hit that subscribe button and hit that bell for more notifications of my videos. And without further ado, let's continue. Next is Skitty. I loved playing the Skitty in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon. Even though she was a normal type, I still loved using her just as much as a couple of other characters from Mystery Dungeon that you got to play as in the game. Skitty was pretty simple, especially for her design, including her outfit. She looked like a K-pop singer or dancer. So I was looking online for pose references, and though Google was giving basic poses, I had to search under dynamic poses and came across some pretty cute ones that I thought would look cute for her personality. What's funny is I never seen how she plays in the show, like how she performs as far as her attacks and everything else, but she seems tough and fair. I drew her tail, like the end of her tail, the little yellow balls, as a barrette for her ponytails, and I gave her purple highlights like her ears. It was really simple for her character design, but I did have to look up some outfits and came across this. A cross top with a loose baggy jeans and arm warmers. It was totally giving like an emo K-pop girl, which I thought was still really cute. I also haven't seen Skitty in the late 2010s or so on, like heard any mentionings of her in such a long time. Is she still around? Like, let me know in the comments. I wonder if she's in Pokemon Violet though. That's the only game I have on Switch. Guess I find out later. I do have a feeling I may have came across her, but I just don't remember. It's been a little while, but I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look that up. I do get this feeling that I don't think Skitty was like in the future games anymore, because I think if I know for sure, she's either a first gen or a second gen. I have a high feeling that she was probably the first gen. So it was so long back. They could keep Pikachu because of course he's like a main character. But as far as other ones from back in the day, I don't think they really exist now, because I don't know how many Pokemons they have out now, but it's so far from what we had at first back then. I think it's over at least 1,000. I don't know, but golly, I do miss the older Pokemon characters. They should definitely bring them back. Last but not least, Vulpix, my favorite fiery fox that I'm sure most fire type lovers used before the new gens of Pokemon came out. I definitely loved playing as Vulpix in Mystery Dungeon. Other than being a strong fire fox, that evolves into the Ninetales, she was so adorable, fluffy looking, and cute. My favorite move I used the most when I was playing as her was, of course, Flamethrower, the most obvious one that most fire types users used in the game. It had a pretty strong attack rate on Pokemons that I used it against on. It was pretty high, especially on grass types, which grass is weak to fire, but you get what I'm saying on that. For Vulpix's outfit design, I drew a baggy shirt with a plain skirt. It would have been plaid, but I didn't have the pattern pen for it, but it was still cute. And I gave her Converse like shoes with a boba cup. She looks like the type who would drink it if she was a human. I did have a little complication though with how I wanted her hair. And since the top of her hair had like rolled curls on it, I made her hair curly. The whole human form of Vulpix fitted her really well though. I hope you guys do like it. To be truthfully honest, when I was playing Mystery Dungeon as a kid on like the DS Lite when it first came out, I didn't know nothing on how to use the Pokemon's attack and like what's weak against what or what's strong against the other. I knew the simple basic ones, but I happened to like come across other like videos of people explaining, like for example, dark Pokemons are weak against bug, fighting, and fairy types. Who knew? It's so weird though, like I never thought of that either. So again, I was just playing it just to play it and still didn't know like what was more effective or less effective. I just played it. And now later on, now that I know, it's easier to play the game. Like I haven't touched my Mystery Dungeon game in probably a year now. So if I go back to it now, it'll probably be like a lot easier to understand how to attack other Pokemons. That's probably weak to, if I had Skitty, depending on the moves I have, I'll know which one's like weak against her or strong against her. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I post new videos every Wednesday mornings and live stream every Wednesday evenings and Central Time. Be sure to like this video as it would help me out a lot on YouTube and share with your friends. Subscribe and hit that notification bell for more new upcoming videos that I will be posting. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Bye!